we're gonna start very soon. We're a bit delayed, 14 seconds, it's 18:01. But who do you think? Who's gonna make the top 4? Will the top 4 stay like that? Or will we have one new player? So I think that miQuatro's gonna make it instead of Hadra into the top 4. Who do you think is gonna make it?
I agree with your guess about miQuatro. A very fast gamer when it comes to play only one lap. I think for the rest I will stay with Evan, Mime and Otak. Because Otak and Mime are the clear favorites, even best player out there, and Evan is very fast also on one lap matches.
Yeah, he's very fast, but let's go into the first round here. We're gonna start with Pool Party. There was actually, I thought there will be one more warm-up, but that's not the case. We have the point rep partition, so we're gonna play in rounds mode. Point rep partition is 15, 12, 9, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. So we really want to land in the top 2, and right now Mime is in first with Otak. It was to be expected that both of those players who have done extraordinarily well in the regular season are dominating this match, but also, my guess, miQuatro in third position. Then we have Razi behind, 0.35 of a second. miQuatro goes for a very right approach. The identity left. Otak also with a good maintenance of speed here over this part, but Mime is leading with a 0.1 gap here. Only the identities left, and it's all about muscle memory. Otak not really getting the pace across here, lose a bit of speed, 0.14 behind, and Mime will take the first 15 points here.
Let's
Great
go.
Performance here, and a 116.31. Also not a really... It's a good time.
Oh my god. Okay, so Mime is prepared, guys. You just saw that. It doesn't start slow, it doesn't start easy. First place, first round. Let's go on to the second round. We saw very fast player also, like Otak and miQuatro as expected on this map right now. Let's follow the second one. Already Mime up to the first place right now. He is able to make the little difference on each turn that makes him go faster. Let's go onto the grass here. You have the checkpoint right here, outside of the hole, and the first part of the identity going around all of the sports. Everyone makes it, but the looks of it, yep. It's very close on the front right here. We have a comeback from Evan after the grass part here. Mime first, not a lot of speed, but he has the nose down here. He lands earlier, stays ahead for Mime. Let's see onto Evan POV right now. miQuatro with a too wide of a line, lost a bit, lost like 0.1. Mime still in the first place. Let's go. We have one drift where you need to carry some speed and go full speed across the identity. Very close to the pipes, to the boards, but miQuatro with a fail.
Yeah,
Again, Mime first.
Yeah, Mime with a very good approach here, another 0.3x time. The world record is a 116.05 here by Muda, and Mime has a 116.078, so only 0.02 away, and he said this time 1 hour ago. So Mime on the heels here of Otak, really coming closer, but take into consideration, Otak has gotten himself also a great performance in the first 2 rounds, 2 second places, but if it continues like that, Mime will get that top seed. But of course, the winner of... So, first and fourth from the head-to-head will play against the loser of the Carl Jr. versus Worka match. And second and third will play against the loser of the Tween versus Kappa match. So that's also something that you can consider here. He did a 0.92 in warm-up. That is a bullish, but maybe he can do another 0.92. So of course very unfortunate for miQuatro that he has made that mistake in that second round. He was on third place again, but right now he tries to redeem himself yet again. He is on that third position right now, just behind Mime and Volsal this time. So we have Otak, who has made a small blunder here and lost a lot of speed. I think he has made a mistake in this dirt exit, but let's take a look onto that. Mime POV, he gets the no slide, a rookie mistake from Mime. So both Mime and Otak actually make that mistake, and Otak Ooops eventually will capitalize from that despite having a bad round. Of course, he would really walk away, but who's gonna get that first position? Wosal and miquattro with a great amount of speed here, but miquattro is a bit better, and miquattro looks about to overtake Wosal here. Will it be enough? Yes, it will be enough, and it is at 116.58, 6,000 of a second, and miquattro is getting some well-needed 15 points after that mistake in the second round.
What a close round. What a close round.
Bullish.
Insane. Insane comeback from miquattro compared to the previous round where he did a mistake. Here's the miquattro we know on the one lap version of the matches. And here we go for another round, the fourth one. Mime, Ooops, and a lot of people made a mistake just before. We saw Hydra, Wosal, a lot of people made mistakes. But let's see if here we have any mistakes happening in the front. Ooops, Mime, we also have Evan with not a lot of speed here. miquattro is coming back at the third place here once again on the top positions. Mime was very close to the pole, but everything went not so bad. Maybe he can keep some points at the end of this round without making another mistake. Here on the top three, we have Evan. miquattro once again with a very wide line here. He's able to come back with more speed. Ooops is first. Let's see if Ooops or anyone makes a mistake, but by the looks of it, it's for Ooops with a good amount of speed. Can he make the identity here? Oh, we have Evan with a mistake, and it's first place for Ooops and miquattro a P2.
Yeah, Ooops also with a very good time, a 116.29. Mime with a mistake, saving the identity and getting himself one position in advance because Evan has made that mistake and thus only getting himself 3 points. So good for Mime, but Ooops already 29 points ahead here. And guys, just for explanation, players will go into this match with bonus points concerning to their seasonal standing. First position has gotten himself 100 points, second place 80, then 60, 45, then 35, something like that. You know, they have gotten bonus points. And no, we don't want to buy followers or viewers. I'm sorry, man. Maybe you can go somewhere else. I think we have enough of that. And let's go into the next round because Mime is really struggling on those previous rounds. I mean, he has gotten himself some good performances in, but he has to make something happen. And it is definitely Wosal who has made that mistake here. And also Ooops, who is behind, yeah? Ooops 1 second behind, so maybe Mime now can capitalize from that and make the gap melt away again, and maybe he can get himself that first place! Jumping so close there to the pole, tapping a bit too far to the left. Don't get the nose slide here, go so far, so close to the pole or to the barrier on the right side there, but Mime is on a bullish time. He is 0.20 ahead here of Energize, who's also on a very good run, but he's getting attacked by miquattro and Evan here. Let's take a look onto that fight here. Evan with a very good apex. He has way more speed again, and Evan will take that second place. So Poland first and second place, and Mime with another 0.30 time here. So Mime with a great time again. 3 victories, but also 2 mistakes here on this first map here for Mime. So I think Aynyx, that was a good map for Mime, but definitely a little bit shaky, you know? 16 points, he has come a bit closer because the gap was before that 20 points. But let's go to the next map.
Yeah, I knew that this map was very good for Mime. We saw it in the regular season, and also he already once told me that he was super good on this map. He had a very good pace, but I think he could have expected more, and I also expected like less mistakes. But hey, everything is good, still P2, less than 20 points, and Mime is maybe about to do something on this second map here, bottled by Rocket, a map we saw in the regular season, and a map where Ooops was very good as well. I mean, it's not the winner of the season for nothing, guys, but here we are on the first round. Here we have Mime with a pretty good lead actually from the start. He made a very close turns and very good speed. We have the half pipe, a part I really like. People can go super low if they push it, and it's very cool to see. We have here the ride here. We have next drift, and it's very packed, guys. It's a very long map. It's the longest one, but if you can still see some close rounds, it will be super cool. Let's go on to the wall right here, and then the landing on the grass, and then we will have the identity that you have to risk somehow for a one lap version. You have to take it full speed, you have to take it from left side to right side, and to do not touch like Mime did. But in first we have Otak, as I said, very good player on this map. It jumps directly onto the finish. We have Mikroto, Evan, and Woside for the top 4.
Yeah, Mime touching the first part of the identity and not even finishing here, not even getting that 1 point here, as well as Razi. So both Mime and Razi not finishing. You've seen the finish timeout is not very high, and Mime with that losing out on very important points. He was on first place, and also not the fastest winning time, a 1:18.1.18 it was, if I have seen that one correctly. The world record is a 1:17.68 by Muda. So Muda is really looking strong. I'm also looking forward how he's gonna perform tomorrow, if he can transfer his time attack or his training into the actual live rounds. Yeah, Carl Jr. is not playing, so we will have a new playoff champion. But let's focus onto the second round here, round number 7 on bolt holds, as we have a Mime with a very good jump here into the first place. He goes very wonky approach though, but now the Neo slide between the hole and the barrier is very important. Mime is nailing that quite nicely, and also here this turn is looking very good. A lot of speed accumulated, but look who's knocking on his door here. It is Mikwato, who's all of a sudden in second place with a very good approach there, but Mime is getting that low jump again. A lot of speed for him, and he will be in first place right now. But we also have Energize and everyone else, Avon, Otak, and also Hedra behind him. So the round is quite close here by the looks of it. It's not decided. One release, and this could be over and out for the exalty Tauro player. Mime is doing it good this time. We have one player making a mistake. I think that was Otak. So that is very good for Mime. If he survives, Miquatro is behind. So also again a good performance for Miku here. And Hedra had to release. Almost gets overtaken by Avon. But also Mime with a 1:18.3. It is have a second behind world record, and concerning the length of the map, this is quite good and very good for Mime.
Yep.
That first place, because with that he comes closer to Otak again, only 17 points between them.
Yeah, half a second behind the best time we saw on the time attack, on the trading is very fast in my opinion. Even more, as you said, on a long map like this, like you are close to perfection, you are close to the best player out there on this game, and Mime is one of the fastest. We know that since the beginning of the season, we saw that many times, and once again here, Mime with a very good line here, goes low, hits a bit, but ends up in the first place right here with the best drifts, best lines, whatever you want. Mime is the fastest, and maybe not the fastest right now, but we have also Otak, and Hydra as well, that we didn't see a lot since the beginning. Takes the first place right now, just before the wall ride. Everyone is very close to each other between Mime and the French players, Otak and Hydra. Let's see, you have to the drift here on the left, takes a lot of speed from Mime, goes straight. Hydra and Otak as well.
Let's go!
Okay, Mime is alone.
That's very nice.
Not that close. And for the P2, it's very close, and it will be Razi and Mikotro once again, just behind.
Well, again, the 5x incident, both Evon, Hedra, and then also Otak. So 3 players have made a mistake there, and that was actually very good. Mime only 5 points behind here, and Mime can hold his momentum, and this shows that he is maybe mentally the best player here in the pack. Different approach at the start for Miku. Let's actually take a look how this works out. Actually a bit more speed here.
Not bad.
It was actually not bad. What was really nice. For that. But yeah, there is no finalist mode, guys. It is only played in rounds mode. We have 25 rounds that will be played, and 5 rounds on each map, and then you have the points repetition of 15, 12, 9, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. So you really want to land in the top 2. And miQuattro is doing a great job, but not in this round. Welcome to FWO. miQuattro, they're temporarily doing the two-wheeler, but that is not an FWO competition. This is the Trackmania Grandleague Challenger, and it's really about getting to the top 4. So miQuattro with a very good comeback here, overtaking Hedra already, but he needs to really retain his momentum here, retain his position after really good first 2 rounds. But right now it is Hedra on the heels of Mime here, who is leading again, 400ths of a second. Razi is behind, also very good approach here from that loud esport player, but again the identity is really decisive. Yeah, Mime will not have the 5x incident here, and Mime is gonna survive, but Hedra still behind him, coming a bit closer, releases a bit though, and it is also Razi who overtakes Hedra here. Great ending from Razi, good focus, and also Mime with another 0.3x. So as well as on the first map, Mime with a good time and another 0.3x time, and we have a new leader here. Since Otak has made a mistake, Mime is in first, and right now he would play against Hedra, because he's 1 point out of miQuattro.
Good focus from Mime here, taking the first place. I hope he will keep it for a long time here. It's better to play against, sorry, but it's better to play against Hedra than Otak or Evan. It will be an easier match, and you have to think about the future every time you play. But here, let's go. Last round on Bottles by Rocket was a pretty good map to follow. Let's see how it goes for the very last round on this map. In the front, we have Hedra. Otak, if I saw it correctly, did a mistake. In front, you have also Evan. We were talking about him just before. Very good line here. Maybe the low jump for the boss player, but Evan with a better hair time doesn't really come back because of the grass turn here. Behind we have Hedra, and once again Razi, who made a lot of great rounds on this map. Cool to see. Let's see the identity, the last part. The great drift to do here to carry more speed. Mime goes for the straight line since his crash. Evan with better speed, but Mime goes lower, so I think it's good for Mime. Oh no, he had to release!
Wow! But yeah, I respect the risk there from Evan, because jumping diagonally is very hard on this one. So Evan, can we get a Drake for Evan? Come on, that was great. And Evan also is in need of those points to really keep his third position. Yeah, so great ending there from Evan. And come on, he's Polish. He is a friend of us. Come on, it is fine.
Mime doesn't want to play with against Evan, so he let him gain some points there. Okay.
Exactly. Actually, it wasn't too bad. Of course, points would have been better, but we have the next map coming up. We have a Launchpad that is coming into play here. Map number 3. So guys, we have still 2 more maps after Launchpad, so that will be played. And let's take a look. What do we have here on Launchpad? Probably also one of the coolest maps, I would say. A very pacey map, let's say like that. 103.91 is world record. We have Evan with the 104.4. Dude, Muda is 0.5 ahead of third world record. What the hell is happening with Muda? Dude, he's absolutely cracked. What is going on? But let's go into the first round here. We have, of course, Mime leading with 189 points, 14 points out of Otak, who was struggling, and also Aynyx. It was really, Mime not into a good start on that previous map, but he really has figured it out, has gotten himself a lot of first places, then that second place, and that last round that was really good. But let's go into the first round. You have this ice slide, and also the map has gotten a lot of changes there. There was not this stripe checkpoint. I think that was a normal checkpoint. Also the ice has swapped a bit, as well as some parts here. You can see to the left right now after this one that there is a better transition now that players can cross over. This one there, you could have seen it just after the checkpoint. It's very tiny, but it can give you a bug if you go over there, because just plastic things, you know. But right now it is Mime leading ahead of Otak, but we still have the ending. But Mime with a good drift here, Otak with a bit more speed. Mime releases accordingly. Both are doing it great.
Mime
is wicked, but it is Otak touching the ring. But Evan? Hedra? What is Evan's ending? Well, hello? Dude,
where did they come from?
Where did Evan come from? But the good news are Otak failed, and he only got 2 points. So we should not care about Evan. He got 15 points. That is great. But it is Mime, who's again extending his lead here to more than 20 points, 24 points already. That is great.
Okay, let's go second round. And here you have 2 lines on this first wall ride. Either you go very high or very low as you want. First place by Razi right now, going onto the glider and the grass part here. Left turn and landing for a right turn here. You have the Neo slide onto the ice part. As you said, it changed a bit. You have more place to play with. You also don't have the normal checkpoint. And there is a little change just after. But let's focus on the race. We have Energized and Outside, 2 French players in the front. We have once again Evan, maybe about to make another first place. Mime is a bit behind here, 0.1 of sec, maybe with a great identity we can see something, but the third place is already good. Otak with the mistake, that's so good, let's go!
Let's go!
Evan very low, Evan with the crash, and it's first place for Mime. Such for Evan.
105.00. This time is 1 second. This time is 1 second slower than world record. And this run looked bullish. But yeah, Mime with another good amount of points. Energized and Evan both not finishing. And now miQuattro overtaking Hedra here. 2 points ahead. So we might have a good fight here for that 4th place. And bear in mind, the top one is going home with 1,000 euro additional to that money that you get from a step win. And Mime had 3 or 4 step wins if I recall it correctly. So very good. And right now he has a really large lead already here. 216 points for Mime. And we're already halfway through here. Round number 13 for the exalty Tauro player. And for everyone else who's playing, yeah. And right now it is not really someone who's really falling majorly behind. Razi, Energized, and also Wosa, they can still make it into the battle of miQuattro and also Hedra, but it is Mime sliding out here in this round. Very unfortunate there. The ice incident, yeah, if he would have played Dank 69, it would have not happened. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Mime, you know, you can also play some Minecraft. It is fine. I can understand that. Don't burn out from Trackmania. Yeah. But it is Mime right now in 7th position. Maybe he can get someone in the identity here. Already 1 person done here on the menu. Energized. And then there's also miQuattro and Hedra ahead of him. Let's take a look onto Mime's identity. Razi is most likely dead here. No, he's surviving. But look at that. Mime is actually getting 5th place here, overtaking 1 player. I thought for a second that he also gets Hedra. But still a Mime with... yeah, 5 points here. Better than nothing. But I think his one of his worst rounds. And also Evan and Razi ahead of Otak, so very important. So Mime's still 30 points ahead.
Mime's still 30 points ahead, and very, very great match so far for Mime since the beginning. You have to notice that Mime is doing so good. Let's see on this run, the previous last run on this map, it's going super fast. You don't have anything to see, you don't have time to see the points difference between the rounds, but hey, let's go. Great round for everyone. No mistakes so far, only 0.3 of a difference between the first place and the last place here. Mime with the drift technique here. No one does it actually. No one does it except Mime. He takes the first place for the plastic part here. Yep. Everything is good. We have Energized, which is a very great player on this map. We saw him a lot of times on the first place. A great amount of speed here. Let's see who takes the identity the better.
Otak.
Because by Otak, and very close run between the poor Skagos.
Oh, Otak with another mistake in that identity. It seems that he is quite shaky, and you don't want to be shaky in this identity in particular because it's such a fine line to hit. So Mime and Evan, both of the Polish players, looking polished on this map, and also Evan is coming closer to Otak. You know, it's also around for the prize money. Yeah, first place 1,000, second place 500, and then third place 200. So 300 euro of a difference between P2 and P number 3. So bear that in mind, and it is looking good for Evan right now to maybe come very, very close to Otak here, so only 18 points between them, and Otak not with the best start, but of course we still have Poolside and also Icy Snake to go. that will be played as map number 3 and map number 4, as we have Otak with a great start. Let's see if Mime releases again here. He actually goes for a better line this time around for the drift technique again, and you can see it's way much faster if done correctly, but Mime with a little bit of an overslide due to the icy tires. It's quite hard to do that, but still a great fight between them, and bear in mind it was Otak not that good on this identity, and he is right now also not doing great plastic wiggles. It is Mime leading again. Good drift from both players here. We have only a couple of hundredths of a second, 200 to be exact, between them, and it is again Mime now with a bad approach. Mime from 1st to 8th place, and Vosal will not win this round because Otak gets himself a lot of speed, and a 1:14.748 is the winning time here. Mime with the DNF, Mime from the DNF community. Super sorry for that. Razi taking 7th, and now Otak coming back here. So this is how it can change, but still Mime is leading with over 20 points, make it 29 points.
Yeah, still good of a lead for Mime. I mean, this map didn't change anything. It's better than losing some points to Otak, so I think overall it's good. Because guys, what? Because what? Can you make a guess? Because we have poolside, guys. A very fast map for Mime. He's super good on this one. It's also a very cool map to watch and to follow for rounds like this, very fast rounds. So I'm myself pretty happy to see this map being chosen for the finals. Yep. And I hope a lot the Mime is happy about that. I mean, I think he is, but let's hope. We have 2 minutes of a warm-up now.
Yeah, there's a break in between.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's also for the better, actually, to have that break to like take a little bit of a breather, take a sip of water, see what is happening, how many points you have, what you have to do, what your game plan is, because like theoretically it is Mime who just can cruise it. Of course he has to win some rounds, but 10 rounds are there to go. He could potentially DNF 2 rounds where it is Otak who has to get 1st place there, you know? So he has already a good lead here, but of course a break is very important, especially when you play in a very high pressure situation.
Yeah, even more when it comes to play mini rounds on one lap matches, one lap runs. Sorry, you have to focus and to push onto your limits every round. And I think mentally and physically, it's something very hard to do. Even more with the pressure, as you said. So yeah, not bad to have a little break for the players and even for us.
Yeah, even
because
for
I'm
us.
already fucking tired.
Yeah, stay hydrated, guys.
I don't have any water.
Bro, I finished Dank 69 yesterday.
Oh, poor girls. Drake in the chat, guys. Please.
Last checkpoint is actually easy. There's a strat. You don't have to do the 360.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I will give it a shot.
Maybe I'll play with you, bro.
Oh, damn.
But nah, not sure. But yeah, we have a poolside as map number 4. Then there's one more map, Icy Snake. Yeah, Icy Snake that has been played in step number 8 as the multi-map. And poolside has been played in step number 3 as the multi-map. So a lot, the players are quite experienced. Of course, the map has been tailored to the one-lap version. But let's go into the first round and take a look what Mime can do here.
Yeah, let's go, let's see what happens on this map. Already a little mistakes from Evan and Razi falling behind everyone. But if you check right now, everyone and who are the first, it's Otak and Mime. Mime with a wider line here compared to Otak lines. Coming back to Otak. Otak with a great landing on the red, makes him having the best turn you can have on the left. Here you continue on the grass part. Another dirt part here, pretty mixed map as you can see, guys. Then you wide arrive on the identity here. First part, you have 2 lines. You have else the drift line, or as you saw from Mime, the release with a lot of grip. And then the identity here, you have 3 turns underwater to do. And then it's the finish, and it's maybe a P2 for Mime. Ah, it was very close.
Yeah, it was definitely very close. And I'm wondered because Bren has a 109.92 and the second world record is almost a 111. Bren, hello?
Bren did a cut.
You did a cut? Okay.
Yeah, I was there.
Did he
voice
like
chat
plastic
with
bounce?
It's if you check quickly, it's onto the identity. You can jump over a wall if you come with a lot of speed. So skip one turn.
Whoa. Ah, yeah,
you
I
go
see.
underwater and then you fly off.
Yeah, I
right.
see.
Yeah.
Damn, that's way too dank. But yeah, then the world record is a 111, I would say, give or take. 111 flat has Scrappy here, then a 110.98 by Muda, and the time by Otak wasn't too bad. It was a 111 mid to low, so a time that you can really should not hide behind. And also his line looked very, very nice here. But also, I really like this map because you have a lot of different lines on this map to choose. Not only the identity, but in every other turn. In this turn, we have seen Pack going very wide here, even wider than Otak, who went already quite wide compared to the other players. But let's take a look onto Mime here, because right now he's on P number 5. It's Energize, Otak, and then also Miquattro, Avon, and yeah, Mime in the mix here. So we have a top 5 fight here, but it is Mime making that mistake, and he is down to P6. Who's gonna win this round though? Will it be Avon, who's right now on first, sliding a bit there, Energized with a mistake. Otak is on that second place actually, from 6th to 2nd, and Otak takes P number 2, Razi on 3rd, Miquattro, Mime, and now it's already looking a bit grim for Mime because, you know, he wasted his 2 bullets. And it is Otak who comes dangerously closer. 1 DNF and a victory would tear them 1 point apart.
Yeah, 60 points only. Half of the points of a lead Mime had went out in only 2 rounds. Mime has to do not fail anymore on this map. At least take 3 great rounds. Let's see how it goes. Mime taking the first place as the previous round. Very great start with very good speed here. Landing on the right here to have the best left turn. Otak with a fade, that's great for us. Let's see how it goes after that. We also have Miquattro once again, as we said before the match, very fast player here. Wider line here for Miquattro, with maybe a bit coming back on the Mime here. Miquattro is also going for the release, and let's see on the identity. Mime doesn't crash anymore onto this part, goes for the pre-drift before the water release, goes very inside and then takes it outside to go out of the water fast enough to take the finish. And Evan with a crash.
Yeah, Evan with a crash that he has crashed a lot of times. Also Energize. So Evan was firstly sliding out. No, it was Energize firstly sliding out before the identity, and then Evan making that mistake. But Mime now with 15 points, being 0.7 out of 2nd place, and now actually gathering a little bit of a lead again, or extending the lead a bit. And now we have a pause. Let's see who's not playing.
By the way, 11.3 he did Mime right now. He did an 11.3.
Yeah, that was a good time. Bullish.
Very good.
Yeah, guys.
What happened in the chat?
We have clash time now.
Energize. Asked for a pause.
Okay. Wait, why do you see the chat? Kek, wait.
Put your mouse bottom left of the screen.
Ah. Okay.
Hide and chat.
Okay.
Putain de proprio. Okay. So by the looks of it, Energize is lives in an apartment, and the owner of the apartment knocked to his door.
Okay, Kek, wait. I hope everything is good. But yeah, let's take a look into the points here, because it is Hedra Miquattro tied for 4th place, and Wosel not too far behind. So I'm looking forward to that last map, which will be Icy Snake. But let's go into this round here. We have 2 more rounds on this map. Of course, a break can really tear you apart. But, I mean, you know, if Energize had to have that, you know, when his landlord is coming into there, he has to open the door, but right now it's looking quite grim. The only player who's still at 2-digit points, maybe he can change it, but he needs a miracle here on that last map in the last 2 rounds to make something happen. Right now it's looking really good for Mime and also for Otak, even though Otak has made a lot of mistakes, but he has also, of course, gotten him those top 2 positions, which are very, very important to get yourself into, because those are just giving you the most amount of points. 15, 12 points versus 9, 7 or 5 points. Like, that is a lot of points. You know, you really want to get top 2, and look at that approach from Mime. Great identity, but sliding into the first pole there. That was actually the watery tires that were sliding him out too much, and it will be Avon getting first, Otak on second. And there's Razi, Hedra, Miku, then Vosal, and then Mime actually stays out of Energize. So maybe Energize has really gotten a, loss of his momentum there. But still, Mime with 2 points. Every point can be important. And also Otak just stays behind Evon. So that was quite important.
Indeed. Hope Energize is doing great. I was watching in previous round, and he has very wonky lines. Like, if he wasn't focused or had to do something aside of playing. Hope it's better for him right now, and I hope it's better for Mime as well, who will not make a mistake, because it's the final round on this map. Let's take some points before leaving the map. Mime currently P4, P5, something like this. Overtakes Micratro. We saw a mistake, it was from Otak. Mime currently P3, going on to the left turn here. Mime has his own line here. Follows Hydra and Razi once again. Players we can see on the top. Mime goes with Micratro for the release. A very great line by Mime here. Once again touch here, but doesn't lose any position. Even win some. Razi is under the water, and Mime is P2.
Yeah, also Header with a good time here, 111.524, more of a consistent player, but also he's getting, Header is getting himself some good points. Razi is making the Super Mario there. I mean, he can play the RPG map after that, but right now he has to play Trackmania Grandleague Challenger. Unfortunately, making that mistake and only getting himself 1 point. So Razi only with 113 points. Energize still not up to that 100 point barrier, but good news here is that he is extending his lead. So Mime is extending his lead, and he's still on first place. Now we have the last map, which is Icy Snake. Yeah, we have 5 more rounds that will be played, so 75 points. Yeah, 75 points still distributed at max for the players. So it will be very hard for Energize and almost impossible to actually make it. Yeah, but let's take a look who is gonna make it happen. 279 points, 260, 219. 164, and let's go into the first round here and take a look who is gonna make that. Good luck to the players. Let's go into the follow all camera here this time around and take a look who will take that first place. It was indeed Otak, who was very strong on this map. Energize making that first mistake, and he's already tremendously behind, so the camera would really just distort the picture here. And right now we have Vosal and Miquatro leading, but also Otak not too far behind. Avon and Mime also in the mix, and we have Mime with a very wide approach here to get himself a lot of speed over that dirt section. Mime is looking good here, but of course there's still the nose steer part that he can mess up. We see a lot of players going very far to the right. A play by the name of Vosal, and with that you just lose 0.15, 0.20 of a second, and also Mime with a very good third turn goes into the lead, and Mime with that is leading the round, but still there's the identity coming up. We have seen the intro of this map here. We have ice lights that the players have to nail, and it is Mime still leading the race. 108.17 is the world record by Muda. Mime is doing it very nicely here. One more ice light to the left, and Mime looks good to take 15 points, and yes, this will be the case, even though he has gotten a very wonky approach, but a 108.65 is enough to stay 0.11 ahead of Otak. Razi on third, Miku on fourth, staying ahead of Hedra, but Miku still 8 points behind, ahead of Hedra here. No, wait, other way around. Hedra is ahead of Miquatro.
Okay, 4 rounds to go, guys. Only 4 rounds, and Mime has to keep the lead for only 4 rounds. He will make it, guys. He will make it. Let's hope he will. And let's go mime for the end of this match. Last map and second round onto this one. Mime, pretty good start. Clips a bit, lose a bit of speed, but I think it's not very important. He has a lot of to go. Let's see, in the front we have Evan and Hydra, top 3 and 4 right now. Onto the loop, the best line is to go onto the right. We saw Mime with a very inside line here. This time he goes for it once again. Catches up a lot here. Goes on to maybe a P2 before the identity. It's very close between him and Otak. Evan is a bit in the front with a wonky line, actually. Lost a bit of time. Better approach by Mime, very close to the walls. I mean, no walls, but you understood me. And yep. P2 for Mime.
That was
the void.
That was absolutely bullish from Mime there. So Evan and Mime in the top 2 here again, a 108.5. Also a very, very good time here. But it is Evan who has almost, or who is in that 3rd place. So congrats to him. It's of course still possible, but 45. No, wait, it's not possible. So Evan in the 3rd place, but the question is still who's getting 4th, and will Mime stay in 1st position? We still have 3 more rounds to go until we have the winner in the Trackmania Grandleague Challenger playoffs. The first will play against the 4th player in the head-to-head, and the second will play against the 3rd player. And there's also prize money on the line, 1,500 and 200 euro for the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd positions. Top 4 is not gonna go home with any sort of money. But right now my prediction is looking quite nice. But it's still Hydra who's ahead of Miku, so maybe Miku can make something happen in this round. Otak is leading ahead of Avon, and then there's Mime as well in the mix. But Mime is a bit behind, 0.12 of a second, but if he gets that identity from the previous round, he can definitely make some damage here in this round, maybe even get himself that 15 points. Good approach from all the players over that dirt section, going very close to the barrier to minimize, doing as much as possible. Mime with an interesting approach there. Does it really well, but clipping the inside there of the block, and with that losing a bit of ground, and is down to P number 4. But never mind, he overtakes Mikrachu at the end, and with that getting 9 instead of 7 points. And this could be very important because Otak with that only gaining 6 points towards Mime, and there are only 2 more rounds to go. So take a look onto that. Otak up to 300 points, and it is Mime up to 315 points. So 15 points of a gap. Will Mime stay in 1st or not? That is the question.
Yep, 2 rounds to go. I think Mime will make it. I'm so happy for him, but let's see. Don't say anything before it's the end. Let's go on to the previous last round. Onto this map, onto this match. Mime currently with a very good start. Goes onto the lead with this inside line. Followed by Mikrotro. Where is Otak? Otak is already a bit far. 0.2 behind. That's great for us. Let's see if Mime can pull off a great run without any mistakes. Going onto the left line and the loopy loop here. Inside line for Mikrotro here. And Mime is able to follow a great entry here with the outside line very close to the wall for Mikrotro. Let's see the identity. Otakas coming back here. Before the identity is currently P3. Mime doesn't keep the lead.
No.
And maybe
just stay ahead, just stay ahead.
Yeah, just stay ahead as
oh no.
It's not very important, I think.
Actually it was important because now Mime has to get himself a good position. Of course 5 and 7 and 9 and 7 points. It can be still possible now. You know, you see 322 and 309 points if Mime gets a 2 or 1 pointer, and it is Otak who wins this one. Otak will take home the victory. Yeah, that is the importance. And we also have a Miquacho who is more than 10 points, make it 12 points behind Hedra, because we had a very tense fight there at the end and a good identity from Hedra. So right now it is looking grim for Miku, but of course if Hedra makes a mistake, it's the same, then it will be Miquacho who gets that 4th place. Mime just needs to do a very conservative run, getting himself 3 points, and Otak should not get that first place. Then everything is good. Hedra with a very risky line that stays in that battle for first place, but make it second place now because the looping wasn't that well. Mime is saving quite a lot by the looks of it, and we have one more identity to go. Also not going so close to the wall. He should just get that third position. You're not clipping anywhere and just stay where he is right now. Not risking too much. Of course, there's a close fight going on, but just don't set out. Just stay here and you will win the Trackmania Grandleague Challenger playoffs. Looking good. Releases accordingly and Mime will take it. Congratulations,
GG,
Mime.
let's go.
After a second place finisher in the group stage, Mime is gonna take it. Mime will win the Trackmania Grandleague Challenger 2021, the first edition of that, and will face Hedra in the head-to-head on the 9th of January. GG's to Mime.
Let's go Drake for Mime, guys, in the chat. Very bullish battle between Otak and Mime. Once again, great comeback from Otak, I want to say still. And very great performance from Mime. I'm very proud of him, and I hope he's very happy about what he did. He could have done better, I think, because a lots of mistakes. Even though he had a great pace, thanks to his pace, he did very clean rounds and made a lot of points at the end.
Yeah, only 3 points between them, but also Mime winning 1,000 euro with that. So congratulations to him, plus the map wins that Mime has. Otak 3 points behind. Then we have Avon with a very good performance as well. More consistent, I would say. Also making some mistakes, but I think he just played more consistent than Mime and Otak. But Mime and Otak have most likely gotten, or more have gotten themselves the big boy points. Hedra and Miquattro with a great fight there as well, but it is Hedra taking it. Also looking forward to how Hedra will play against Mime. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity for him, of course. But guys, how will this one continue now? So the head-to-head battles will be in the next year. We have 4 matches that are now for certain. We have Mime versus Hedra, Otak versus Avon, and then there's Kappa versus Tween, and also Worka versus Carl Jr. The winner from the Mime versus Hedra match will play against the loser of the Worka versus Carl Jr. match. And the winner of the Otak versus Elbon match will play against the loser of the Tween versus Kappa match. It will be on the 9th of January on the Sunday in 3 weeks. Yeah, well, this will take place. I'm gonna cast Mime's PoV, of course, with Elbon yet again. And he has the opportunity to make it into the Trackmania Grandleague. So great job, Mime. 3 points. You have made it. And yeah. Let's take a look and actually do an interview with Mime, right?
Yep. Let's go.
There we go. Sheesh. Yo, Andrazil, thanks for the primer, man. Thank you.
Yo.
Thanks for the primer.
Mime.
Sheesh.
Great job, dude. Very nice performance.
Thanks.
I mean, a bit wonky at some point, but yeah. 3 points, I mean, it's enough, right?
Yeah, that was... I mean, coming to pool party... Pool party? That's... No. Poolside, yes.
Poolside, yeah, I'll always confuse them as well, bro.
Poolside and Icy Snake, I knew, like, Otak is insane on these maps. And I had only, like, 30 points. And I felt completely bad on Poolside. I think I haven't won any round there. I mean, I won one round, but
yeah,
other than that, I just failed.
Identity incident.
Wasn't good, yes, identity incident. But
yeah.
I had a great start, I think. I actually did a world record on pole party.
Yeah, in the warm-up, right? You did a 0.9 or something.
I saw your message on the chat. You said lol.
No. I was like, wait.
Great job, but you only did 0.3s in there, so that's a bit disappointing,
I mean, I was
right?
Safing, but
yeah, safing onto the wall with a no slide.
Bolt Horse was, I think it was my best map, even though
only mistake in round 1.
Yes. I was like, okay, I go risk. If I fail, I go full safe from now on. And I failed, so I went safe route, and yeah, it worked pretty well for me.
Yep, it worked pretty well. So now the head-to-head. You will play against the loser. If you win against Hedra, you will play against the loser of the Carl Jr. versus Worka match. my prediction is still, it's very bold, but I think that Carl Jr. is not caring and maybe has an appointment again. And maybe you have a free spot into the Trackmania Grand League. That's still my bold call. I don't know. But congrats on that.
I don't think he will drop out from the Grand League.
But I think it's the easiest ticket that you have into the Grand League against Worka. Not trash talking Worka, but Tween Kappa and Carl Jr. are.
Yeah,
of course.
All, you know?
He has beaten Granadi, yes, but I think Tween Kappa and Carl Jr. are way stronger than him. That's what I mean, you know?
Yeah. I mean, these are all world champions and runner-ups.
Yeah.
So, like, the OG of Trackmania, after all. Like,
but
they're on such a high level for so many years, you know. And
yeah, exactly.
Battling against them will be extremely hard.
Yeah, but I think you have a good pace. I mean, you have shown it again, good times behind world record, and I think that was a conclusion of a good season. A bit wonky, and I think that also describes it quite well, you know, this wonkiness from you. You were, on some points, maybe risking too much or making too many mistakes, but eventually it worked out for you, so that was a good thing.
I mean, I noticed it on launch, but I risked so much at one round, I didn't need to, and I just tried to not take such risk at the end, because losing like 3 points is better than losing 15, obviously.
Exactly. Like top 1 and 2 was really important. Dude, this emote is cursed. I love it. Yeah, well, then cup of the day it is. I'm on a party now where we're gonna give presents. I actually packed my presents today and I was completely pepega. But guys, actually worked out at the end. But yeah, well, I mean, do you have any more questions, Aynyx? I just think that the season went very well. Casting together with you. It was very much fun, and I'm looking forward to the cast on the 9th of January in 3 weeks, where we're gonna cast Mime against Hedra, and then hopefully also against Worka or Carl Jr.
Yep.
Oh, it's in 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you have time. You have time to train.
1, 2.
Train.
He's gonna play Minecraft, bro.
Oh yeah, Minecraft time. I mean, it's Christmas. I won't be home, I think, for a couple of days. But
hey,
I mean,
you made 2 mistakes that really triggered me. That one no slide on pole party, and then the where you slide out on the other map on Launchpad. You know, you should play Dank 69, then this will not happen.
I mean, that pole party, like, I think it never happened in practice.
Yeah, it never happened.
I always knew there, so I'm like super safe, and I still somehow got that mostly.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate, but well.
Washed up.
True. Actually, true.
But yeah, I mean, that's it from me. I'm gonna rate Shangar because Shangar is doing it with a face cam and he has 1k followers. So leave some love, give him a follow. And yeah, thank you guys for joining. You have the last word.
Among Us.
I rate the prediction, right? We had the prediction if Mime is gonna win or not, and you won.
No, I lost. Who was doubter? Let's see any doubters. I don't see any doubters in chat.
Just ban them from your chat. Oh.
Yeah. No doubter wrote in chat. Yeah, you're lucky.
Okay, great. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go now. Thank you for joining. And I will see you tomorrow for the Trackmania Grand League, where I'm gonna cast together with Race Hans the PoV of Pack. Thank you, Aynyx, and thank you, Mime. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Sheesh.